we?
Yeah, we're good.
What's up?
We're good?
Okay, we're live.
What up, people?
Wait, let me
Is
do
that
the intro.
is that what the light is?
Shut up, Sam.
Or is that a battery? Does it need to be charged?
Yeah,
I think you should plug that in.
Just cancel the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you know
Why
what?
is it
Turn it
red?
all down.
Is it like the... What's going
It's not
on?
the devil. It's not the
Okay,
devil.
alright.
Wait, that's the
All right.
devil?
It's the mark of the beast.
Yes, the mark of the beast.
Father, please protect us.
Stop speaking in tongues.
Amen. Okay, everybody, welcome to the show.
It's Terminator.
We don't have a name for it, so all right, let's get started.
Harry's puppet pal. Well, yeah, we're your puppet pals.
Exactly.
Oh, do you puppet pals? Harry
I'm
puppet
a
pal.
pal. I'm just
He's
We're
down with it right
puppets
now.
of the state.
Yeah.
It's obviously Harrison Smith. I'm Peter Diakino.
Look over.
I'm Walter.
I am Methuselah Honeysuckle.
I'm Harrison.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Hey brother, maybe you shouldn't imagine there's any 38 specials, brother.
And Phil behind the camera.
Hell yeah.
What up, Phil?
Thanks, Phil.
This is
Okay,
all for you.
everybody. Today we're going to be talking
I
about
love you, Phil.
a few things. All right? That's something we'll get to one day.
In therapy.
Yeah,
That's not
Okay, everybody. We do have some topics for today, though.
Okay.
So this is Easter weekend.
Yep,
I think it'll
Saturday.
like release the video on Easter. So like, Happy Easter.
Yep.
Pretend like it's
Yeah.
Easter right now. Pretend like it's
Happy
Easter.
Happy
Yeah, Happy
Hanukkah.
Easter. Okay. So, anyways, guys, who knows, class, what the Daily Wire is?
A conservative media group.
Good job, John. 5
Sam,
points.
that feels so
He's
good.
gonna get extra points at the end. He's gonna get longer recess.
Wait,
He gets a gold star.
no longer recess.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't know that we were competing.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
we're competing.
So whoever
Oh.
gets a right
You're
answer,
going
can I give a
down.
fruit snack?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you get a right answer, I'll give you a fruit snack.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, really?
You have to
Wait,
catch it in
okay.
your mouth.
Wait, is it a fruit snack bag or is it a
One. You
single?
get one.
It's a
You
single
get one.
fruit snack.
Oh, okay.
I'll be
Alright.
back.
Alright.
Okay, everybody.
We're figuring it
No.
out. We're working out the kinks.
I don't regret this at all. Okay, hey, buddy. So you know what a CEO is? It's a person who runs a company. Let's get to the chase here. Okay, so the CEO of the Daily Wire was looking at this guy who said, this Jason Whitlock guy, I guess he responded, or
Yep.
whatever. He said, Jason Whitlock, he's this nice guy, looking nice guy. On March 24th, he said, I am asking this sincerely. I am a student of life. I'm not that smart. There are many things I do not know. This is a sincere question, without sarcasm or trolling. How is saying Christ is King anti-Semitic? And when did this become true? Blah, 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 blah. But the main question was, when does saying Christ is King become like, why, how's that anti-Semitic, you know? Big sort of...
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
What? Anyways,
Don't mind us.
yeah, don't mind us.
What's
We're just the actual ones doing the show. You don't think you're watching. So Jeremy Boring, this guy who, you
From
know,
China.
Something
He's kinda like-
5,400 pounds. Is
Well,
that,
so in China,
was that a
that's his helmet.
concern?
That's his helmet.
guys, you gotta focus up here. You gotta focus up.
Oh, by the way, this is brought to you by Timu.
Oh, yeah, yeah. If we can get you as a sponsor.
Communist China, we love you. I'm kidding, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, you kidding?
sorry.
Oh, no.
Well,
Well,
You got those shoes from Timo.
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, and the shirt.
Oh, he's falling apart already. Look at that.
everything is made in China except the man himself.
Wow.
We don't know.
That's a little, yeah, that's,
Like,
future episode.
we're gonna
Future
run out of
episode.
battery life, dude.
Yeah. So it's always Semitic, anti-Semitic to say Christ.
No,
is
not
King.
always. When does it become anti-Semitic? So it's like the question is like, we know it's not always, but how does it become so? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it ever does.
No,
all
we'll get
jokes
to that.
aside.
We'll get to that.
Okay,
in a
yep,
second,
yes sir,
okay?
yes sir.
We're gonna see
Do-
what
do I get a
Jeremy
fruit snack?
Boring is gonna. No.
Nope, okay.
All right. Well, Jeremy Boring says, and he's like the kind of guy. He goes as the God King.
Yeah.
If you ever seen like the little Daily Wire things, I used to be big into it. So he used to call himself the God King. He still does, like lowercase G, but it's still a little acting.
So I've been praying to him instead of the little God.
Shoot, dude. Wrong address. Anyways, he responded to this nice gentleman asking a very nice question. He said, how is saying Christ is King anti-Semitic? The same way that anything becomes anti-Semitic, when it is used for the purpose of expressing anti-Semitism. There you go. It is like asking, how does a shovel become a murder weapon when it is used to murder someone? This isn't hard. A shovel is not innately a murder weapon. Saying Christ is King is not innately anti-Semitic. It is all about how the thing is used. saying eat some cornbread is not racist if I say it to my 3-year-old when she's refusing to eat her dinner. But if I start saying it as a response to X posts by the black commentators I don't like, it may be taken on a meaning beyond what is innate. In other words, it is not
Whoa.
connotatively racist. Connotatively?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Connotatively.
connotatively racist.
Or
Thank you,
word?
Sam.
Yeah.
Not, oh shoot,
I didn't graduate
denotatively
either.
racist.
Denotatively.
Denotatively
whatever you wanna-
racist.
You figure it out.
Yeah. Look it up.
They don't speak
Look
English.
it up, huh? Yeah, really.
Yeah, we're from
A lot of
China.
them really don't.
We're from Timo.
Yeah,
Expanding their offerings.
Yeah.
We're plants.
We're selling children now.
We're rentals.
So too, Christ is King may not be anti-Semitic in connotation and not denotation when it is being used to express anti-Semitism. When this becomes so, it has always been so. Is it so? Yes, innately. Additionally, oh my goodness,
Oh,
this
wow.
guy
This
wrote
goes on
so
forever.
much.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Yeah,
gonna,
do we
we're
need
gonna
to
read
read
it. We're gonna
this?
read it. We're gonna read it.
Oh my goodness. Can you read
Alright.
China then?
We're gonna get this part of the video out, and he's just gonna post the tweet or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to read
Or
all
he's
of it,
gonna
dude.
post saying that we're gonna do it,
Additionally-
and then he didn't.
additionally-
and then you know what happened.
Saying
He was
Christ is
lazy.
King for an evil purpose is like using it as a weapon to express your hatred or disdain for the Jews. It is a grave sin. It plainly violates the third commandment: "Thou shalt not carry forth the Lord's name of thy God in vain." Interesting point. Surely, if I rape and murder someone, okay, we're not getting monetized here clearly, like Hamas did on 10/7. What? And all the while I shout to them, "Christ is King," or "God is great," we would agree that I have committed these grievous crimes, not to rape, yes, murder, yes, but also the great crime of implicating God in the first 2 crimes.
Harrison, what are you reading?
This is a guy who's so the Daily Wire is really
Jeremy
really
boring.
Alright.
He's
I think you're reading.
He's the CEO of it, but it's super popular.
Oh, I know who he is. I just didn't know what you were reading. What are you reading?
All right, thanks.
This is QAnon.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
lady goes to
Yeah. She was beautiful. Let me tell you. Believe me.
Dude, she's like 60.
No, he meant personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was personality.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Anyways, so one must be cautious about how one uses the name of God. God must not be mocked, invoking Him in vain, self-promotion, or to troll Jews, or to attack your political rivals is to carry forth His name in vain. Jesus Christ is King. Sure enough, King of heaven, King of earth, King of Jew and Gentile alike. Yet a bruised reed will not break, and a faintly burning wick will not smother. So don't use His name in vain as a cudgel, got that one right, to bash those in
Nailed it.
whom the light of God yet flickers. If you do, you are a blasphemer and an anti-Semite and a piece of crap, generally. Wah, got him. And the fear of the Lord. Wanted to burp there, but I didn't. Lord
Is that what he wrote?
Yeah, right there.
He burped.
Is-
It says
and,
burp.
and the fear of
He was
the
using
Lord
speak to text.
is clearly not in you. It will be, though.
So you reading the Bible?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
So-
what Twitter is?
So are we supposed to comment?
Oh yeah, we're supposed to give our
Oh, it is.
commentary
I
here.
don't have a Twitter account. I can't comment on
I
it.
can't comment on it.
Me neither, dude. It's telling me to
So
sign
can
in
we
right
just
now.
cut to the chase and why are we doing this again? No, I'm just joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Peter, what do you think?
Well, he wrapped it. He summed it up pretty well there. I thought I have to agree. It's because this had happened because what's his name? What's the name of the CEO? Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. He's not the CEO, but Ben Shapiro, the co-founder of Daily Wire, and Candace Owens were beefing, and at one point over Israel, and at one point Candace Owens said on Twitter, I don't know the timeline exactly. She said on Twitter, "Christ is King,"
Mm-hmm.
and then someone else, the other
And there was a
founder, said, "Oh, that's
touch
anti-Semite," anti-Semitic
It's
because
even
of
more
timing.
It's more comfortable when you do that.
Because she said it. She said it that Christ is king.
Sorry, God.
That's anti-Semitic.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Candace
Christ-
Owens said Christ is king, and
Yes.
Ben Shapiro was like,
Let me tell you something. I know more about politics than anyone in this room. I follow all of it.
"Oh, he's
All right?
And more than you.
And more than you, and more than Donald Trump
more than
himself.
Trump himself."
Yeah.
In fact,
Well then, Mr. Trump.
I'm thinking of maybe running for office.
Frankly, I've
Go ahead. Finish up.
No, you're not gonna run for office. You're gonna be a dictator.
If you,
Yes.
If you say all that you're the
That's all you had to
you gotta finish.
I will be the greatest dictator you've ever seen in your life. Mark it down.
So are you gonna throw Candace Owens in jail for anti-Semitism?
No, because that would be racism, and I'm not
That's
racist.
all we have to say, folks. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit the like and subscribe.
Yes.
Vote for Matt.
That ends up-
Joey's
that ends up-
gonna kill you.
Anyway, Peter, what you were saying.
Good.
So
good.
I was saying Candace Owens.
Yes.
She's obviously not anti-Semitic. She is
No.
not, and she just has a disagreement with Harrison.
Well,
With
not with
Harrison.
Harrison. With
With
Ben Shapiro.
No,
Over Israel.
Yeah.
She has Jewish friends. She's talked about. She's grown up with Jewish people.
I'm Jewish.
Her family.
No, honestly, I have Jewish family. No, that's not a
Yeah,
joke. No, honestly,
Dude, you've
yeah.
just been so serious all the time. But he didn't know.
No, I know. But, so my mom's side's actually all Jewish, honestly. So I take very hard offense to. So who's wrong and right in this?
This is
Whoever's the wrong person in this, I take very bad offense to you. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna sue you with all the might I put with all the power of the law.
Can you be Jewish and anti-Semitic?
I'm gonna sue this person, whoever we're talking about, with all the power of the law. Believe me when I tell you.
Can you?
I just need to save up money for a lawyer.
If you're still watching this, you might want to like take a moment and reflect. What are you doing?
You could be doing a lot of this.
If you're Jewish and you hate yourself, are you anti-Semitic then?
No, it's racist.
That's
no,
right.
I don't even know. Can you repeat that?
No, you fool.
So if you're
It's-
Jewish and you hate yourself, are you anti-Semitic?
If you're Jewish and you hang yourself?
If you hate yourself.
Oh, you hate yourself?
hate yourself.
No hate.
Hate myself?
Because you're
Why would I
hating a
hate
Jew.
myself?
Because you're hating a Jew.
You hate a
That's the
Jew.
entire.
Well, I do hate myself sometimes, but that's not because I'm Jewish. Well, I'm really not. I'm half Jewish, but no.
So you're half race.
No. I'm the least
You're
racist
quartering?
person you ever met in your
You're
life,
the
believe
most
me.
racist person you've ever met.
So I'll finish up my comments and then
Yes,
I'll
please do.
swing it over to Sam to
Yeah.
see what he
What?
says.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think she's obviously not anti-Semitic. She just has opinions about Israel. And she disagrees with Shapiro, and it's become such a like a spicy topic. Not a spicy topic that people just went overboard on it. And she's obviously not saying, because Christ is Jewish, so Christ is king. Christ is Jewish himself, and
Yep.
she's not anti-Semitic.
Amen,
They
brother.
No.
need to. You can criticize Israel and still love Israel and still love Christ and still love. Yeah,
Yep.
doesn't just because you criticize any little aspect of Israel doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. No, I think where do you go? Where do you want to go?
What's 2 + 2?
Your turn.
I was just gonna say, like, I think you got to like what the real issue like was with Boring. Why he actually said that was because of Candace Owens saying whatever, and clearly they have some beef. And like, yeah, like also like the other reason why they might have thought it was anti-Semitic was because the Jews are the ones who actually put Christ on the cross. So like it's kind of a touchy subject. So it's like and saying like, oh, Christ is king. It's like, oh well. Like we know what you mean by that. Like you say, like they kind of put more meaning into it. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah.
you think that like we killed them, don't you? Which like fair enough they did, but but I think like the main issue that I think a lot of people were having with this was saying that the phrase in and of itself is or can be anti-Semitic, which I feel like is not the phrase that is. It's like you're saying two different things, right? It's like. You can say like oh, this morning, like I ate like cereal, and also like then the next sentence like say like oh my God, it's like this all of a sudden saying like I ate cereal become like taking the Lord's name in vain. No, you said two different things. So like you say like an anti-Semitic thing, and at the end of it you say, oh, so Christ is king. You said two different things, so one can't be like correlated with the other one. You know what I mean? So
Watch
it's
me.
like challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
No, but it's like, so I think like his main thing was that like, you know, like Ben Shapiro is like really like he's like the big CEO in the company or whatever. He's the founder. So like Boring was just trying to come to his defense and say like, you know, oh, technically it can be anti-Semitic by just saying like this sort of thing. But I think his second point was actually pretty spot on. I agree with the point, like, if you're saying stupid, like, racist crap on the internet, and then you take, like, you know, say, oh, yeah, and Christ is king, it's like, first of all, you're not representing yourself well as a Christian at all. So you're carrying his name in vain, I agree with that. And, like, second off, like, his name doesn't belong with your, like, garbage rhetoric that you're saying above. Like, you know, it's one thing to, like, have questions about historical events, like, you know, things that have happened like that, like get called anti-Semitic all the time. It's one thing to like have questions or to have like even some theories about things. I think like, you know, like about a lot of stuff that's happened. But then like there's this fine line between that and saying like I hate just Jewish people in general. Like that's.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What does anti-Semitic mean?
It means anti-Jew.
Okay.
I mean, you
All
didn't know the whole time.
I have to be honest with you because I thought I knew like racist.
He was winging it.
And, no, honestly, like I had no idea what anti-Semitic. So it's anti-Jew.
Yeah.
So okay, all right. I'm catching on. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So who is who
We
is
know what
an-
we're talking about.
who yeah
We're professionals.
who is anti-Jew?
Do not try this at home.
Who's
Yeah.
anti-Jew?
So Candace Owens, you know, has some. So she used to work with the Daily Wire. She's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
In all of our hearts, we're all a little
anti-Semitic,
racist.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, we don't like everybody. You know.
No, I
It's
don't
hard
even
to
like
know.
any of you
I hate
people in my
everyone.
house. Why are you guys even in my room?
I hate all the races equal.
anti-Brazilian.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You are Brazilian, right?
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm a self-hated Brazilian.
Learn something new every day.
It's very edgy of you, sir.
I like to live on the
Oh,
edge.
that's how I feel about
Welcome
that.
to
I hate
Forever
white
21.
people.
Yeah.
No, just-
Me too.
No, what were we even talking about?
Yeah.
I don't.
I
no.
kind of lost track once you asked what anti-Semitism is after like
I thought it was,
planning
like,
to sue
racist.
everybody. It
Tell us
is.
what your
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
are down in the comments below.
Yeah,
Yes.
comment.
We're
like,
not gonna read
subscribe,
them.
Share with a
Subscribe.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And hey, give your mom a hug. Okay?
Yeah.
Show her that you love
No.
her. Do it.
Do you, have,
I cannot condone that action.
do you have anything to add, Sam, to the discussion?
Yeah, come
No,
on, Sam.
I know nothing about this.
John.
So
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
What do you mean you know nothing about
I
it?
know. Dude, I stay out of all of this stuff.
Can we,
Why are you even here?
So like and subscribe.
that
and-
99 lady? She has something to say about this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should.
John, do you have anything to say about this?
You know, like sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt you.
Yeah.
So it's
But they
like-
can. So
Watch
I've
me.
yet to see that.
Watch me etch these onto wood and then like
Ooh.
words onto wood and
Like
then
a
hit you with
bat.
it. Yeah, and hit you with
That-
it. Then
yes.
they'll break your bones.
Alright,
And
so-
yeah.
If you write Christ
words
is
will just
King on a
psychological.
baseball bat and hit someone with it, that's assault, not anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's all. Okay. I think that's probably. Anyone else have anything actually of use to add, or you want to just ask more questions about things you actually like you knew already?
No, I do. I'm telling you, I had no idea what anti-Semitic
I would
is.
say it was, if you're having a conversation with someone about a Jewish subject and
Mm-hmm.
you say Christ is king, that could be very rude to bring up during a conversation, but like, is it anti-Semitic?
Depending on
like, you're not a business owner denying them service, you're not like, you can't come into my restaurant, like you're just, I think it could be rude, but like, I don't know, it's like, what damage was actually done by Candace saying Christ is king?
Well,
It's like,
The fact is Christ is king.
Yeah.
So
But
what
that's
are we
the-
doing here? What are we
that's
gonna
awesome.
pretend? Play pre-pretend Christian?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's my main issue.
we are?
Like, wait, we weren't serious the whole time? I had no
it's all a
idea.
joke.
I got this all wrong.
I mean, I was
be
praying
here.
to God King. I was praying to God King for the past 20 years. So
Yeah, it is weird how he calls himself that a lot.
At least it's not Daddy God. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well.
Or Wolf God or something.
Wolf God, yeah. That's all stuff to talk about in a later video.
Yes.
Even is one.
yes.
Anyway, yeah, no, that's
No, I
a
think
good point
John's
to bring up.
correct. Yeah.
Wait, so you're just asking whether Christ is King can be offensive?
Whether it's anti-Semitic is today's, I guess it's offensive as well. If you want to cover
That's
that.
really the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
Is
I
it
mean,
offensive or is it? You
It
know
says
what I
that
mean?
he's gonna offend, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah, that's a good
So-
point to bring up.
And I mean, Romans 13, right? Like, without love, all
Yeah,
things
that's
are a
good.
clanging cymbal. So it's like, you know, you can use any words as a club. So when you go into any of these things, even if it is Christ is King, like, you have to do it in a manner that's actually reflective of Christ, right? So if you're going to kill people, it should be out of love and a desire to let them know the truth in a way that they'll actually embrace it. Not going into utilitarian thought, right? But just having tact and, you know, trying to actually build a relationship there. So, but at the end of the day, Christ is offensive, right? Because he's 100%. Forcing you to make a decision between him and the world.
Yeah.
And he takes a stance, and he is the way, the truth, and the life, and, you know, nobody comes to the Father except through him. So it's like, that will innately be an offensive statement. So you have to ask, why are they offended? Is it because of the way that you presented it and the way that you're using it, or is it because of the statement itself? If they're getting offended because you're actually making the claim that Christ is King, then that's their own hearts.
Yep.
But if you are using it in a sort of derogatory or mocking 100%. Term, a way to, in some way, you know, harm them, then you aren't reflecting Christ in that.
Exactly. Or like creating arguments, right? And, you know, creating chaos. Like, that's not right. And God knows our hearts, right? So, 100% agree.
No, Like you said, like, it's like a clanging cymbal. Like, if you're just yelling into some guy's face, like, Christ is Lord! Christ is Lord!
You're
say
going
it, like
to hell.
Shia LaBeouf, you know, like, say Christ is Lord! Say Christ is Lord! You're just saying that. And, like, you're right. It's just like making noise.
And Shia LaBeouf is Jewish, so he means he's anti-Semitic.
Wow, we come full circle.
Come full circle.
And we move circuit.
So, in conclusion, yes, it's anti-Semitic.
It's anti-Semitic for Shia LaBeouf to say it, but not for Candace.
Who's
Exactly. It's inappropriate.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that was a good take, Dave. Thank you, Sam. I thought you were going to be completely useless in this conversation.
Yeah.
No,
me
it was
too.
spot on.
That's what we're planning on.
You know,
That's
Sam, let me tell you something.
Folks, that's not it, because we have more to cover.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Oh, so the
You don't want to
first...
leave this first radio at that?
No. So we're gonna have really quick bang going in here, you know. 'Cause I want,
Just another couple minutes.
Yeah, it's like another hour.
That's like another hour. Yeah.
Where you going? Where you going? Oh, you're just having that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now we're gonna cover like the cultural part of it, like kind of like more like relevant.
The conversation we were
We're
talking
shifting
earlier.
topics.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Oh, no, I don't really remember that.
Me neither. It was a good conversation.
I know, it was intense, dude. I walked in, you're like ready to podcast right now.
I was,
like,
yeah.
dude, no one's here yet.
I know.
We haven't even done anything.
I actually do remember it, but
Just you and the ghosts.
no, it was me and my voices. But,
Me,
You're the
me,
voices.
him and the voices, I was there.
yeah.
I was there witnessing.
No, it was a good conversation
bad-
though.
If you stop watching right now, we're not going to judge.
You know, you can only get something done right now. You can do laundry or something, you know, just exit out of the video. Anyways, tomorrow, or today, I guess, if the videos, we're going to act like it's Easter right now.
Or whenever you're watching this.
Or whenever you're
Or whenever you're not.
It's Easter.
Yeah.
Whenever you click out of this video, it's Easter. Anyways, so Easter.
Easter to me is every day.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
Easter's
sorry.
every day. Yeah, okay, that's fair. But anyways, Easter. What is anyone in class? What is Easter all about?
Easter.
The Easter Bunny.
He raises
The
his
Easter
hand.
Bunny, that's right.
That's
Well, you
almost
forgot.
right.
Sam, you
Does he
forgot one
get?
thing.
Does he get?
Chocolate.
It's eggs.
Resurrection.
Oh, you shut it.
Oh, whoa! Feed the camera over here. What's that?
Resurrection.
Of what?
The Easter Bunny.
Jesus.
Sam's right. He gets a Welsh.
Oh yeah.
John.
He gets a Welsh. Catch it in your mouth.
You got a Fruit Loop. Who wants a Fruit
The
Loop?
Fruit Loops down.
Yeah, because
what?
I fed him.
Wait,
I already fed him.
I didn't get one for my Precious King statement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
No, I don't want a Fruit
Oh, you don't want a Fruit Loop?
No.
What are you
You
giving
got a
him?
dry Fruit Loop?
What are you giving him? Oh, a gummy?
I got it.
Oh.
Eat it on the floor. Eat it.
5 seconds. 5
Yeah,
seconds. 1, 2,
yeah.
3,
Wow, that was intense. We're having some extracurricular activities in the show today.
All right, go ahead. We're wrapping up.
Yeah, well, so, anyways.
We gotta get to Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, that's our third
Great.
segment.
Oh, that's our other sponsor.
Yes,
On the
yes,
spectrum.
Yeah, that's the sponsor.
We're not laughing with them. We're laughing. Oh, right.
Brutally honest.
Just watch. Just watch.
We're laughing at them. Folks, tune
We're
back
supposed to
in.
be a Christian. We're laughing with them.
Supposed to be.
Please don't watch this.
Please do now. Please do something else.
Why are you still with us?
Why are you still watching?
Just skip, right?
Yeah.
Just skip.
Just skip this video.
Just skip this one.
That should be your exit to every video.
Skip this one. It's at the very end, so it doesn't matter anyway. I'm dying. Alright, folks. Anyways, so Easter is about the resurrection, not of the Easter
Christ,
bunny.
yes.
John was right. Minivan John was right. Even though he both got
John, you want a Fruit Loop?
I already got my
Alright.
award.
he already got his he already got his feeding. You said no to it just a few minutes.
Yeah, but
Alright, you know. Anyway.
There you go.
thank you.
Alright, anyways. So that's what Easter's all about, right?
Resurrection.
Yeah, resurrection of
And
Christ,
money.
right?
I'm
And
joking.
the money,
Yeah, it's resurrection.
But like you guys have pointed out over and over and over, it's also, you know, become, I don't know, this big thing. You walk into Walmart, do you see the cross? Do you see the empty tomb?
I
Do
see
you
eggs.
see, you know, he is risen indeed? No, you see the bunny.
Well, down
you see,
south.
Down south you probably might, because, you know, they're kind of, they built different down there.
We're
They
in
built forge houses
Massachusetts.
down there. Yeah, we're not in the good part of the country.
You know, like what is it, Winn-Dixie, it's a supermarket.
Oh,
Probably has crosses in
yeah.
there.
Probably no
Yeah.
bunnies.
We're living in the communist
We
part of
killed-
the country.
Only rabbits you'll find in here are the ones that make up our little hats because we killed them.
Yeah.
Target is even worse. You
Uh-huh.
walk into Target, all you see is
Just transgender.
Joe
ones.
Biden.
transgender.
Joe
eating-
Biden just said that Easter's now transgender
Oh, yeah.
national day or something. It's disgusting.
Yeah. We won this Corvette. If we get 5,000 subscribers, we will break into this house in Delaware and we will steal this Corvette.
The best yet is we're
And
gonna
we'll
make
give
them
it away as
believe.
sweepstakes.
We're
You know,
gonna
I'll
make
make
them.
you a deal. 3,000 subscribers.
No, 2 subscribers.
Another part of this.
I already have like 20. So
All right, 22 subscribers.
22
And
subscribers.
we're gonna get a toy Corvette, go down to Biden's house in Delaware, and we're gonna steal his car and switcheroo.
Oh yeah, we're gonna convince him. Be like, why is my car in your
Yes,
driveway?
yes, yes, yes.
It's like, why do you have the keys in your hand? This is your car.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
Nice car though.
yep.
Oh dude, we were looking at it while we were at 99, talking to that crazy lady. Oh my goodness gracious.
Let me tell you something.
Car.
Joe Biden might be senile now, but when he was in that car,
He
in the
looked,
past,
he looked pretty.
he was a stallion.
Anyone looks like a
Yeah,
stallion.
did you look at the young
Oh, I didn't.
dude? He was good looking.
Yeah, look at him right now. Look at him while
You
we're on the
date him.
show.
We were talking about.
I
Easter,
might date
but
him.
This
You
is,
might-
you know,
Anyways, Easter.
Sorry.
Yes.
So Easter's about Christ, but instead we see rabbits everywhere. So what's different about this one? We talked about this before, Sam and I, is that when you look at Christmas, right? There's a lot of focus on presents, right? But this is like a direct correlation to like Christ being the gift to the world, right? So you can say like, oh, I give you this gift out of love. Also, who was the greatest gift? What was the greatest gift? It was Christ, as he was born to us, a Savior, right? So it's like a correlation. You can do like one right to the other, right? But when we were trying to come up with it a little while ago, we couldn't really find any examples. Is what kind of correlation is there from like the sort of cultural Easter, you know, the rabbits and the ducks and the eggs and whatever else, and the hunts and you know the weird the tricks bunny or whatever happens in Easter. You know, what does that have to do, like all the candy and stuff like that, what does it have to do with the death and resurrection of Christ? You know?
Google
Nothing.
Is this it?
I think that
No.
eggs and rabbits are supposed to represent fertility,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I don't know how that relates to reresurrection.
I mean,
New
fertility,
life?
yeah. Well, fertility is more like reproduction.
Yeah,
You know.
so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a good sort of thing. I was thinking like
Dang.
maybe like an egg
Yeah, right.
breaks open, like the tomb broke open, maybe.
Yeah, that's originally
pretty
like
good,
back in the
right?
day. That's
Imagine
that's
that,
where it all
dude,
came from.
In a C2
Was
Corvette. Like man. Yeah.
was Biden's Corvette. That's where it came. That's where Easter started.
Wait, show him the picture.
Oh,
That's where
sorry.
Buddy started.
I'm very happy I voted for him.
Oh.
I did.
Don't joke about that.
We're gonna tell 99.
We're gonna kick you out of your own house.
I'm gonna go get the mattress.
Yes.
Burn the witch. Burn.
Dude, look at this stallion.
That's Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's when he started stealing our money.
Wow. Really?
Stay young,
Alright,
I
folks.
would not expect
Let me
that.
see.
Oh, sorry, John. I don't want to miss.
This is great.
Can you see that?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
it's
in
a-
black
it's
and
a
white.
jet.
That's not real.
I know.
He was
Dude,
20 in like the 40s.
That is not what picture looks
Yeah,
like
I'm the
in the
1840s.
1923. Yeah, dude's
Yeah,
a
that's his
chat.
son Hunter.
Pass that over. Pass it over.
I want the camera to see it, not you, Philip.
Is that his son?
I'm just joking.
Can you see
I
it?
believe it. Whoever it is, it's a beautiful man.
In a beautiful car.
You want to kiss him? You want to kiss him?
No, I'm not gonna kiss him. John might.
Alright, maybe that's Joe Biden.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, that's
Maybe it
that's. I
Let me see.
expected
You know who
that.
was a pretty good-looking guy too?
You know who was good looking?
Now we're gonna
Joseph
rate
Stalin.
the most attractive
Joseph
man.
Stalin. Joseph Stalin, I call him.
Joseph Stalin. Really? He was
Yeah,
good-looking.
he was like a good
The
looking
comic?
Yeah,
guy.
he was.
Was he actually?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up.
So that means that everyone that's good
What are we
looking turns
talking
into
about?
like
Is
a
A
evil
dictator?
dictator.
So I'm not gonna be a dictator.
I lost,
But Matt still got
I
a
lost my
chance.
chance, man. You
Yeah.
got a chance.
Trump
Am I
is
good looking,
clearly
though?
the most beautiful dictator.
You're Stalin.
Franklin,
You think this guy was good looking?
No, he's not when he was young.
Oh.
he's like 60 years old
Oh.
in that fiction.
Joseph Stalin?
Joseph
Young,
Stalin.
young Joseph Stalin.
Oh, dude, he was.
Yep.
All right.
Stalin, huh? Look at that.
Oh yeah, that guy's nice looking.
Can someone look up if President Xi from China was a good-looking guy when he was younger?
Maybe, which is like.
Did you just turn
Winnie
it
the
up?
Pooh?
Yeah, you did. Oh,
The heat.
the heat.
Yeah.
Yep. Too heat. High heat.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Really?
Oh, folks, that was it. That was a good video.
It's too hot of a subject.
Well, I'm still filming. I'm still filming on mine. So
Dick,
let's
are you?
finish. Yeah,
Oh, good. We're still live.
we're still going.
Oh wait, can you send that to him?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Spoke about dictators, the heat.
Yeah.
So we can.
The heat.
Well, you guys want to
Hot
just call it,
dictators.
actually. That,
How
that
was
was a
that?
good take. That was good for the first video. We can just call
Yeah.
it.
Honestly,
Yeah, well, you want to? Yeah, just pick that up and then start filming us. Yeah. Be
We
careful.
also we'll set up a Patreon.
Oh yeah, link down in the
yeah,
description.
yeah.
The t-shirts, dude.
was smart.
Like
Yeah, we'll make
t-shirts,
some
link
t-shirts
tree.
now.
The link tree's in the description.
Yeah,
OnlyFans. You want to see his feet? Foodfinder.com.
Yeah.
hey, look at.
Whoa,
Put your finger in my blood.
Censor. We need to pay for that.
Yes, you gotta Timo, you gotta pay us. You're not gonna. You're not
Timo,
gonna
look
get
at
free
We have this stuff for
advertising.
free, dude.
There's holes in your shoes. They sent it with holes.
He found that like 50
Dude, I
minutes ago.
got, yeah, I was playing around with it.
Yeah, it's
Are
weird.
these comfortable though?
No, very good. Yeah, they're very comfortable.
What on earth, dude?
They're beautiful.
These 4-year-olds getting better
There's
and
a
better.
note that says help.
Yeah.
The what?
The 4-year-olds getting better and better making these things. You know what I'm saying? That's weird.
So as far as I heard about the Easter, like
Yeah.
the whole bunny thing came out because of what John said, fertility in like springtime, and
Mm.
bunnies would be popping up everywhere. They're very fertile, so they never like they're not at risk of going extinct.
Mm.
So they're like
Sort of a sign.
they're a sign, kind of like they're a sign of fertility of life.
Yeah, perseverance. of
Perseverance, so that it
Yeah.
became. So back before Christianity, it was already a symbol of spring,
Mhm.
and a symbol of like, the springtime and whatnot, and then it became a symbol of fertility, and it became connected to Christ. It became connected to Christ because of that. Because I know some of the Babylonian religions, they had some of like the same, like they celebrated Ishtar or whatever, right?
Mm.
And then it became Christian afterwards.
Anyway, I was just talking
Better
about
fertility, there we go, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's,
Yeah, sacrificing your children. That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
fertile right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Very fertile.
That's very
Anyways,
progressive.
one more
Very
thing.
progressive.
One more thing when we close. Would anybody, because of kind of like there's no real like correlation between like the celebrations and like Christ. Would anyone like when you have little kids and they're impressionable, if and when
Yep.
would you have like the egg hunts? Would you get like the rabbits? Would you get the whole like fanfare going? Would you get your pictures taken with the Easter Bunny at the mall? Which I was terrified of.
So,
I didn't even know you could do that.
You can, oh yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Go down
Yeah,
to
Easter
Kingston
Bunny.
Mall. You can have, yeah. absolutely.
Braintree.
Mall. They have them there, yeah. Same thing as like Santa. Like, would you do especially like Easter egg hunts? What do you think?
So I
we
gotta
should
be
do?
honest.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Alright,
I'll go.
Go ahead, Sam.
Go ahead.
Actually,
Sam.
John.
I have nothing to say.
No, for me, like,
You won't
I
have
don't,
children.
I don't like.
Sorry.
I don't think the Easter egg hunts is that big. Like, I mean, if we're talking like 4-year-olds, like.
Yeah, but it was like distracting. Like if you want something to be like ingrained in their memory, you'd say like, let's have Christ be the main subject of Easter, instead of like getting them hyped up. Like, well, if you get them like, tell them like, oh, we're gonna talk about Jesus and we're gonna have candy and eggs. Which one's more important to a 4-year-old?
Well, obviously the candy and eggs.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
so-
more important to me at 23. It's like, no, honestly, if I want candy and eggs, I'm gonna want candy and eggs. You know,
Vote for him for dictator.
Yeah.
But again, like it's like I mean, you know, if we're talking like kids, they should still have fun, right? The Bible makes it clear when you're young, you should enjoy life, and you know, but you know, we should all you can do both. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I think that's very fair, honestly.
All right.
You know, I mean that's my opinion. So
Peter.
I might get crucified for that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal to I think it's actually healthy to participate in stuff like that, like bring your kids to go to do Easter egg hunt. Because you don't want to be like
A
an
dictator.
alien or an ET. You don't want to be a dictator.
Like
you
me.
do want to be a dictator, just for one.
Just for one day, we're gonna
Drill,
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 drill, baby. We're gonna drill like there's no tomorrow.
China, beautiful Hillary. But go ahead.
And crooked Eloise turned me into a gourd.
Baghdaddy. He died like a dog. I would have died like
We
that.
got him. We got Bin Laden. We got
Not my
Osama.
daddy, Baghdaddy.
They called me Baghdaddy back in the day.
That's beautiful.
But go ahead.
So I don't. I think it's actually good for you to participate in like the American tradition and do an Easter egg hunt and stuff with your kids, as long as you're obviously explaining to them what Easter is really about, and it's about Christ. And even though people say that, oh, 4-year-olds can't understand, 4-year-olds are actually they can understand more than you think,
100%.
as long as you explain it to them.
That's
So
what
I agree with.
I'm gonna say is that 3-year-olds can be a lot smarter than you think.
Yeah.
So what I would do is separate it. Have Easter be all about Christ, and have Rabbit Day be all about the Easter Bunny, and kind of just celebrate those two separate holidays on the same day. Be like when we're at the park with your friends, because we're celebrating the tradition and culture of the Bunny Day, but then like really make the whole like beginning of the day, breakfast, the whole morning about like the Christ part of it. Like I think a lot of young people, or a lot of people our age that are having kids that aren't religious, are gonna just have the Easter baskets, the candy. They're not gonna mention the cross. They're not gonna mention Christ at all. So when your kid goes over their house, your kid's gonna be the only kid that has any sense of like it's Easter. It's not Rabbit Day. Like, so I would my advice would be to literally just cut them in half. This is the Christ part. This is the silly part. Because you're right. You don't want to alienate them. It's like it is kind of like a tradition of the egg hunts and stuff. But it's too distracting because it's. So I don't know. I'd cut it in half.
So would you do both then, John? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'd cut it in half, and I think 3-year-olds are smart enough when you explain them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stanley, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, you could ask the same thing about, like, if you celebrate, like, a fall harvest or something, right? Because that's not necessarily biblical, right? But there's nothing wrong with celebrating a fall harvest. That could actually be, like, reflective of being appreciative of, like, all that God's provided. And so I think, like, building off what you're saying, like, when it comes to the whole bunnies, Easter egg, that kind of thing, there does need to be that distinction between what would be, to my understanding, like celebrating spring, right? That's essentially what's happening. That's the entire point of the fertility thing. Is it's like, oh, this is the spring is coming. There's new life, and it's a celebration of that life and that restoration. And then you need to distinguish that, or at least elaborate on how that associates with Christ and the resurrection. So yeah, to your point, it's like you need to explain why it is you either do it separately as a sort of harvest party, or why you would associate it with Christ. But yeah, the problem is when you just blindly add the Easter Bunny into all this stuff, then you get this weird sort of this sort of even moral ambiguity, because then you're like, you have this mythical Easter bunny, right? And it's like, okay,
Right.
how...
Solution: when Matt becomes dictator, Easter is Easter on Sunday,
Yeah.
and then the following Monday will be Rabbit Day.
Rabbit
We'll go
Day.
to the
When
park.
I
we
become
go-
dictator, you all are worshiping me. I don't even get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Forget
Your
about
daddy,
Easter.
your daddy God?
No,
You're
no,
gonna change
listen.
your name?
I grew up. I didn't grow up in the church. We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked.
Right?
It's the one thing I remember. Yeah.
I grew up with the Easter Bunny and the this and the that and the, all that stuff, right? And like, for me, I'm very blessed because, you know, I found God not through my parents, right? If that makes sense. Like, I found God, you know, by the Lord putting really good men in my life and kind of leading me that way.
Mhm.
So when it comes to I really don't know too much about like the Easter Bunny and this and that, but I don't know. I just feel like everything that Sam said, Pete, John, I think it's spot on, because I do think that kids should still have fun and not, you know, huh?
Keep going.
I was just kidding. So yeah, so I just think
The show's no longer Harry's Puppet Pals, they're just Puppet Pals.
yeah,
We're getting rid of the Harry part.
yeah. So that's about it.
No, you're saying like so you didn't grow up with that. So you
No, I grew up with
But
the,
you,
you know.
but you knew when you were a kid, you knew about like that Christ was the resurrection.
No,
Or
but
was it all about bunnies growing up?
But no, for me it was like, I hope my parents aren't going to be arguing that tomorrow. Like, you know, honestly, like, I wasn't thinking about Easter bunnies, Easter rabbits, Easter snakes, like nothing. I was thinking about, you know, hopefully there's no cops at my door.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, but I mean, this is more focused on the people who like are in those.
who aren't crazy, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So what do
Just say it,
So what do you think about? Because they do the same thing. They do the same thing with instead of the Easter bunny with Christmas, where they're like,
With
oh,
Santa
Christmas
Claus?
is pagan. You can't have that Christmas tree. That's a Babylonian pagan religion tradition. That's all pagan. You can't. You shouldn't even celebrate Christmas because Christ wasn't born in Christmas time. And I think that's like the same idea, and I think that's ridiculous. Like I think that you're just becoming more and more of an like more and more causing division.
I'm gonna end this conversation right now. I'm gonna look really in the camera. Do you love Christ or
Yes.
not? There's no lukewarm. If you're lukewarm or you don't love him, then you know you got a little time left, but you gotta find him. Simple as that. Because it's just, I don't know. It worked out pretty good for me. So, you
Well, what
know,
if people started telling you, oh, you can't celebrate Christmas?
and I would say, all right, well then that's okay. I'll pray for you. I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'll give you money.
Completely ignored this now.
Oh, whatever.
Let's see you at the Christmas
Yeah.
service.
Whatever. Merry Christmas.
I guess why I'm asking all of you guys is like, why is it such a big deal?
Related question: is Merry Christmas anti-Semitic?
Yeah,
Well,
full circle.
Full circle.
Let's say
We went
Christ
from
is king.
anti-Semitic Easter to
So
Christmas to
Pedro,
Jewish
why is this a
again.
big deal?
It
With
is
the
in
Easter
some,
bunny and all this.
because some people say, oh, that's not Christian, that's pagan. Why are we allowing that?
Well, I have to be honest with you. This country is the farthest thing from Christ, so I'm not surprised. I'm just being honest with you. That's just the truth.
I don't know
Not
if
why-
the farthest.
This country, are you all right? You do you. I think
No,
Russia
well,
and
Luke
China
was
is more
absolutely-
closer to Christ than we are. Believe me when I tell
Yeah.
you. They don't have 47 different genders. Give me. I mean, let's just. Do we want to be bold? or no?
82 different versions.
I don't think any of us are really doing too hot right now.
No.
Yeah, that's why it's the world.
We're strangers in a strange land, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe it's the third world. Maybe it's his
Yeah.
first time around. To speak language.
We need to think about
But the importance is having the wisdom and discernment, that, like, especially in the church, that we can know what truth is and what's founded in Scripture and the truth of God's Word, and what is an influence from the world, right? And so that's the importance of this thing,
Yeah.
because that can not only mess up our theology, but also our praxology, right? So it's like not only in what we think and we believe, but how we live it out. So, I mean, it is important to discuss these things, but we also can't get caught up in the academia of it, right? Like, we do have to be focused on just pursuing Christ in all things. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, because you're like, honestly, most of the time we don't even do the simple things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we still sin and we know Christ, right? So it's like, I understand the frustration when it's like, how about we just focus on loving God and loving others?
Yeah.
But at the same time, when we start to let in like false teachings and worldly influences, that just makes things worse. So
Yeah, and
you have to do both.
100%, Sam. And like the conversations that we're having tonight are for mature believers. They're not for new believers, really, though. Like as
No, new
because
believers.
new believers are gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
New believers, Christ is King.
Wait,
That's all you
That's
know.
all you, like.
New
Christ
believer.
is the Redeemer.
Like they
you
don't.
said, like what you said to end the video.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
I mean, because it's just I don't know. Like I'm not gonna to new
Mature
believers.
believers, and we're like, we're cussing and we're joking about Trump and we're doing.
Yeah, I just I don't know. Like if I was dealing with a new Christian, I wouldn't be talking to them first about theology and you know.
No, but that's not who we're addressing.
Yeah.
That's not the issue here. It's once you grow out of it, right?
So once you mature, you're saying, right? Oh,
yeah.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I agree.
Yeah,
Yep. So we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
No, and I prefer honestly your perspective and people like you that didn't grow up in the church, because you can have like a fresh perspective, like where you're not all caught up in. You can see more clearly because you're like you were removed from it, so you can see like, no, your Christians are getting caught up in like in little like in frog hairs and little details that don't matter. You're splitting hairs when you're like when Christ is really the important thing.
Well, so you're right, but I also do. I agree with Sam as well, though, too, and I agree with both of you. Like, you know, there is a time and a place. Like Paul writes about this multiple times. Like, you know, he says in different areas, like, don't get caught up on the small things and start arguing. Like, you know, I'm paraphrasing, right? I don't say, well, the Bible says exact, but I paraphrase. But he also does say there is a time and a place to talk differently amongst mature believers and people that are, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I lie on that right now. That might change. I might read the Bible tomorrow and I might get convicted and be like, oh, maybe I was wrong. You know what I mean? But that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, you know.
So what kind of what you're saying, Sam, is that you need to know both. You
I
need
think
to have
exactly.
both.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to be able to get into the nitty gritty and split hairs, but also like withdraw yourself and know what's important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
To end this video, I think
Next question, Roddy. I'm gonna go bed.
when you become dictators, I think you're gonna make all Jews.
We're gonna make Easter great again.
Take over. We need to become the United States of North America. All right. So we need to start by taking over Canada because they're the biggest enemy, and then we can work our way south. But we need to take over all of North America. All right. We're gonna get to that one world government, and we're gonna do it quick. We're gonna be efficient.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be awesome.
We got a Revelation to-do list, folks. We gotta get it done before the end of the world happens. We gotta bring Jesus back extra soon. So we're gonna read that as a to-do list, and we're gonna get it done, folks. We're gonna get it done. But only if we can get into the office, folks. Only if we can get it for one day. We're gonna drill, and we're gonna unite a world government. And then in one day, just for that one day. And then we'll take it all down.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. No, but if I was dictator, I would be a good one. But go ahead.
We're a bunch of hooligans. Just go read God's word.
Yeah.
Amen, indeed. All right.
The cameraman's getting tired.